It had been a long, exhausting day of filming, and Jungkook just wanted to go home. He was tired of being in front of all the cameras, light, and continuously surrounded by people, especially by art. Art was Jungkook's love interest in the show, but in reality, Jungkook was barely stand-up. Art was full of himself, always acting like he was better than anyone else. Jungkook hated that kind of attitude. He was just revealed that filming would be over in 2 days as soon as they were paid up shooting for the day. Jungkook was the first to leave. He didn't even say goodbye to anyone, just grabbed his things and rushed home. When he burst open his condo door, he frozen sitting in living room where his parents, his childhood best friend Taehoon and Taehoon's parents, Jungkook eyebrows pulled together in confusion. He stepped inside, closing the door behind him and walked towards them. He first hugged Taehoon, then his own parents, and finally Taehoon's parents. Jungkook, I had a really bad day at work. So whatever this is, can we make it quick? He tried not to sound rude, but his exhaustion so in his voice. He sat next to Taehoon, rubbing his temple. His parents exchanged a look with Taehoon's parents, and looked that Jungkook didn't understand. A strange feeling settled in his chest. He turned to Taehoon silently, asking if he knew what was happening. Taehoon just shrugged and shook his head. Jungkook's father cleared his throat. Mr. Jungkook, Taehoon. He paused, glancing at the other parents before continuing. The four of us have a decision. Jungkook signed impatiently and placed a hand on Taehoon's thing. Jungkook, come on, just say it already. His parents shared another look. Then Jungkook's mother took a deep breath and spoke. Mrs. Jan, honey, you and Taehoon are going to be married on May 9th. Jungkook jaw dropped and he turned to Taehoon, whose expression was just as shocked as his. Jungkook and Taehoon, what? They both exclaimed at the same time. Jungkook's mother spoke next. Her voice short but firm. Mrs. Kim, we know this is a lot to take in, but we have already brought her home for the two of you. Jungkook blinked. His mind was struggling to process what was hearing. Mrs. Young, and we will take care of all the wedding preparation, Mrs. Kim. Mr. Kim, yes, and after the wedding, we are sending you a honeymoon. The room fell silent as the parents watching their sons, waiting for them to respond. Taehoon turned and thought easier, looking at his parents with disbelief. Taehoon, Mom, Dad, you know I would do anything for you, but I just can't believe you wouldn't talk to me first. Talk to us. He turned to Jungkook, searching for words, but Jungkook looked just as lost. Finally, Taehoon reached out and hugged him. Jungkook stiffened at first, but then relaxed, holding the smaller boy close. After a long silence, Jungkook pulled away and said, Jungkook, of course I'll do it. It's not like we have to act like real husband, right? He turned to his parents, frustration clear in his eyes. But why didn't you tell us before deciding something this big? Jungkook's father stretched his neck. Jungkook narrowed his eyes. Jungkook, that's the thing that the young parents look guilty now. The young forum, Mr. Kim, we need you both to appear as a married couple at our business event. Taehoon scoffed, shaking his head. Taehoon, so you are using our marriage to help your business? His voice was like with disappointment. Mr. Kim, if investors see that you are married and suppose they might be support our business too. He paused and beside we see how happy two are together. We truly believe this marriage won't be bad thing. Jungkook clenched his jaw. He felt betrayed. Without another word, he stepped out of the house, grabbing his car key at the Youngie apartment. Youngie opened the door, raising an eyebrow as Jungkook entered without a word and collapsing into couch. He noticed the tension in Jungkook's body The frustration in his eyes. Yoongi is sitting beside him. What happened? Jungkook ran a hand through his hair, letting out a deep sigh. Jungkook mumbling, "My dad, he arranged my marriage with Taehyung." Yoongi blinked. Yoongi, wait, Taehyung, your dad, your Taehyung. Jungkook nodding grass. He looked back against the couch. Jungkook didn't even know how to feel about this. He is my best friend. I never thought of him that way. Yoongi crossed his arms, observing Jungkook carefully. Yoongi, are you sure about that? Jungkook frowned, sitting up. Jungkook, what do you mean? Yoongi smiled on him back. Yoongi, I mean you've always been protective to him. You always put him first. Maybe you never allow yourself to see him as anything more than a friend. Jungkook shook his head. Jungkook, no, it's not like that. I care about him, yes, but not like that. And I'm supposed to just marry him. Yoongi studied him for a moment before smirking slightly. Yoongi, then why are you so bothered if it's just a marriage of consent? Why do you look like the world is ending? Jungkook opened his mouth but closed it again. He didn't have an answer. Jungkook whispering, I don't know him, I don't want to hurt him, and I don't want to ruin what we have. Yoongi nodded. Yoongi, then talk to him, tell him how you feel. Maybe he feel the same way. Jungkook scoffed. Jungkook, no way. Taehyung probably hate this idea as much as I do. If anything, he might feel. Yoongi smiled again. Yoongi, to be surprised, Jungkook feeling are complicated. Jungkook stand in front with his elbow on his knee. Jungkook, what if I never see him as anything more? What if this ruin our friendship? Yoongi patted his back. Yoongi, or what if you realize that exactly what you needed all along? Jungkook didn't respond. His mind was spinning, but one thing was clear. He needed to talk to Taehyung. Jungkook softly, I just hope I don't lose him. Yoongi gave him a look. Yoongi, I don't think you would like to continue between Jungkook and Taehyung after this. Other side, Taehyung sat on the couch, gripping the pillow tightly against his chest. His face was pale. His heart was racing across from him. Jimin sipping his coffee while watching him rising up. Jimin, curious, okay, you've been sitting at nothing for the past 10 minutes. What's wrong? Taehyung took a deep breath, his finger tightened around the pillow. Taehyung whispering, they fix it. My marriage with Jungkook. Jimin nearly choked on his coffee. He was setting the cup down quickly. Jimin wide eyes quick. What? Who couldn't have? Taehyung nervously. Our dads, they decided to do the wedding is on May 9. Jimin mouth fall open. Jimin, that's in a few months, and you are telling me this now? What did Jungkook say? Taehyung shook his head. Taehyung, he doesn't. They probably told him, but I haven't talked to him. Jimin frowned, studying Taehyung's serious expression. Jimin softly, this would be a good news for you. You've been in love with Jungkook for a year. Why do you look like to be about to pass out? Taehyung ran and thought his ear slept deeply. Taehyung, because what if he doesn't want this? What if he agrees just to make our father happy? I don't want him to force into something he doesn't want. Jimin leaned front, placing a comforter on Taehyung's knee. Jimin, Jungkook isn't the type of to do something he doesn't want to do. If he truly did want you marry, he would say no. Taehyung mumbling, but what if he sees only me as a friend? What if this ruins everything? Jimin answered in his head. Jimin, you need to talk to him. You can't keep running away from this. You need to know for his feel how he feels. Taehyung looked down his chest, tightened Taehyung softly, and if he doesn't feel the same, Jimin gave him a small. Jimin, then you figure it get out together, but stop assuming the worst before even talk to him. Tehang swallow hard, his heart pounding. Tehang, yeah, I need to talk to him. Jimin patted his back, Tijan, and if he doesn't like you back, you are married the love of your life. Tehang let out another laugh deep inside. He knew conversation with Jungkook would change everything. This could neither be the beginning of the best, funniest of his worst nightmare. He could only hope for the first. Jungkook groaned as he reached over his nightstand and turned off his clock. His eyes were still heavy with sleep, but he forced himself to sit up. Today was moving day. He rubbed his face, letting out a tired sigh before dragging himself out of bed. There was a lot to do before the move arrived. After taking a warm shower, he dressed in blue jeans and a plain white shirt, then started gathering his last-minute belongings and Jungkook murmured to himself, "That must be them." He opened the door to see the moving crew waiting outside. Without wasting any time, he started walking alongside them, lifting boxes and carrying furniture into the trunk. By the time they were finishing, his condo was completely empty. Jungkook stood in the middle of the bare space, taking one last look around. It felt strange to leave this place behind, but there was no turning back now. He turned his key and got into his car. As he followed the last movie truck to his new house, his thought read. Jungkook thinking to himself, "I still can't believe this is happening. My life completely changed overnight. In this for the better or worse." The 30 minutes drive was not too bad. At least the new house was closer to work, which was a small relief. As Jungkook pulled into long driveway, he immediately stopped at his parents and Taehyung parents waiting for him with a big smile. He parked his car and stepped out, forcing a small smile as he hugged all four of them. Jungkook, where's Taehyung? Taehyung's father chuckled, getting Jungkook back. "Mr. Kim, don't worry, he is on his way. Let's start moving your things inside first." Jungkook nodded and watched as his parents and Taehyung's father started carrying boxes inside. Taehyung's mother stayed outside waiting for her son to arrive. Just as the move were beginning in the last of Jungkook's furniture, another trunk pulled up. Taehyung speeded out, greeting his mother with a quick hug and wasted one time helping carry boxes inside. Jungkook glanced at him as they walked. Jungkook playfully took you long enough to roll his eyes with a grin. Then I had less steps to bring. Remember, as the moving chores continued, he finally had a chance to look around the house properly. His eyes widened in amazement. Then, wow, this place is incredible. Jungkook let out a low, scanning the house himself. Jungkook, yeah, it is not a mansion, but it's definitely huge. Taking advantage of a quick break, Taehyung grabbed Jungkook's waist. Taehyung exactly, come on, let's look another before we have to get back to work. Jungkook chuckled but didn't rest as they walked through the house together. The kitchen was stunning with its beautiful energetic. The living room and family room were and caused the heaven and home moving theater. While they reached the master bedroom, both were frozen. Jungkook, this room is bigger, the same apartment I will live in. Taehyung nodded, stepping inside a attached bathroom. His jaw dropped. Taehyung, this bathroom? I couldn't live in here. Jungkook laughed, falling his inside the last bathtub, the rainfall shower, and maybe saying it was luxurious. The last part of the tour led them outside the backyard where a massive outdoor pool under the sunlight. Jungkook leaned against the railing and shook his head in disbelief. Jungkook, maybe this whole thing isn't too bad. He turned to him with a small smile. Taehyung began throwing an arms around Jungkook's shoulder. Taehyung definitely not. He helped Jungkook into a quick hug before they both returned inside to finish moving in. With everyone happy, they finished and uploading the track within hours. Taehyung's father paid the move and set them off while the rest of them focused on arranging the furniture in the living room and family room. Once things were in place, they all gathered around the kitchen side, drinking from water bottle, catching their breath. Mr. Jian, we'll give you some money to go to shopping so you can finish the rest of the house, so don't worry about that. Jungkook and Taehyung exchanged a surprise glance before turning back to their parents. Jungkook and Taehyung gratefully thank you so much. They expressed their gratitude multiple times, overwhelming by their parents. Finally, after what felt like a day of work, their parents left, leaving the two boys alone in their new home. Jungkook stressed glanced at the clock. Jungkook it's already want to grab lunch and start shopping. Taehyung, you had meet at lunch. Laughing, they grabbed the money Jungkook's father had left for them. Happened into Jungkook's car and headed to the mall. Once they arrived, they made their way to the food counter, packing a small restaurant to eat at. As they sat across from each other, Taehyung took a sip of his drink and smoked. Taehyung, so Mr. Jian, how does it feel to be married man? Jungkook nearly choked on his food. He glanced at Taehyung, making the younger boy burst into laughter. Jungkook, don't remind me. Taehyung wrinkling his eyebrow playfully. Taehyung, oh, but I will. Jungkook sighed out but couldn't hide his small smile. No matter how strange this situation was, at least he was going thought it with Taehyung. After finishing their lunch, they made their way to the first floor of the mall, ready to start shopping. As soon as the two entered the store, they were like kids in a candy shop. Jungkook eyes lit up as he stopped at the metal section. Without a second thought, he ran off, flopping into every bed to rest how comfortable they were. Meanwhile, Taehyung wandered over to the outdoor section, searching out on every pool chair he could find. After 15 minutes of running around, they finally found each other near the kitchen set. Taehyung ready to turn their house into a home. Jungkook smiled, rolling up his sleeve. Jungkook, let's do it. With that, the two got to work, arranging the furniture, putting up and plate every corner there. New house was finally coming to it. After 4 hours later, the boys had finally done it. Their bedroom were all furnished and decorated along with the living room, family room and bed. The house felt like a home now, but of course they were exhausted after unpacking their personal items. But of course they were exhausted after unpacking their personal items in the master bedroom and bathroom. Both were like they wanted to shower for Jungkook and okay, you take the master bathroom. I'll use one of the guest one. Taehyung, wow, look at you being all thoughtful. Jungkook rolled his eyes. Taehyung just collage. Jungkook grabbed his and despair went to the hall. Both boys finished their shower round. Jungkook wrapped him in the towel and walked back to their bedroom, rubbing his damp hair with his hand. As soon as he stepped in, Taehyung came out of the master bathroom dressed in black shorts and a white tank pant, towel dyeing his hair. Taehyung frozen for a second when he saw Jungkook water and droplets sliding down his toned body, rampant hair forming his sharp jawline. He feeling his face heat up. Taehyung mumbling, "Oh wow!" Jungkook caused the look and let out a chuckle, shaking his head too. He walked towards their clothes. Jungkook, you know, you've seen me without clothes before, right? Taehyung sniffed out it and rolled his eyes, tossing his towel into the hamper next to Jungkook. Taehyung, yeah, I know, but that was a year ago. Jungkook's same was just better now. Taehyung scarf causing a sound. Taehyung teasing, wow, so humble. Jungkook just laughed, pulling out a pair of baseball shorts and a hoodie. He slapped a hoodie over his head and then quickly pulled on his shirt under the towel before tossing into the hamper on the top of the Jungkook smiling. Come on, let's go downstairs. I'll make us something to eat. Taehyung, you cooking? Oh, this day just keep getting better. The two made their way downstairs. Taehyung plopped into the car, stretching his leg and comfortably while Jungkook got to work in the kitchen. From the living room, Taehyung watched Jungkook move around the kitchen with chopping ingredients, stirring things, and seasoning like a pro. Taehyung grinned to himself. I'm really lucky, huh? He hadn't meant to say it out loud, but when Jungkook turned his head, Taehyung quickly covered his face with the pillow. Jungkook laughed. What did you just say? Taehyung was nothing. Focus on cooking. Jungkook's okay, Jay still assuming. After 30 minutes later, Jungkook called Taehyung into the kitchen. Jungkook smacked dinner is served, my dear husband-to-be. Taehyung groaned but laughed as he walked over and sat at the ends. Taehyung, you are enjoying this way too much. The two ate together, talking and laughing about their long day. After they finished, Taehyung took on a responsibility of doing the dishes. He mumbled softly while raising a plate when he suddenly felt warm arms around his waist from behind. His heart jumped. Jungkook leaning his head against Taehyung's shoulder, hugging him gently. Jungkook softly, you know, out of all the people my parents could have chosen, I'm glad they choose you. Taehyung frozen his breath just slightly and a huge smile flashed across his face. Taehyung slightly rallied. Jungkook nodded against his shoulder. Jungkook, of course, you are like a brother to me. Taehyung smile disappeared instantly. His heart sank a rock. A brother, that's all he was. He had been a fool to think that maybe, just maybe, Jungkook would see him as something more. He swallowed the lamp in his throat and forced a small smile. Taehyung softly, yeah, like a brother. Jungkook hugged Taehyung hair playfully before pulling away. Jungkook grinned. Alright, let's watch something before bed. The two sat in the living room watching a random TV show in complete silence. It was not like before. There was a quiet weight in the air. Half an hour later, Jungkook came and stretched. Jungkook, I have a few scenes to film tomorrow, so I'll probably gonna. You wake up, things okay, okay. Jungkook pulled off his hoodie and slid under the cover. Jungkook good night. Taehyung fall asleep quickly, but Taehyung, he couldn't sleep at all. His mind kept racing this whole time. He had been excited, thinking he was getting a chance to marry his crush, but instead all he got was a painful remember that Jungkook didn't feel the same way. Taehyung whispered to himself, did I just make a huge mistake? He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if it was too late to back out. 2 weeks after moving in together, Jungkook was finally done filming for what the tongue and could spend more time with his best friend over the past 2 weeks. He had noticed that Taehyung had been more distant than usual. At first, he thought maybe it was because of his busy schedule. He had been on set promoting the show and barely home, but something felt off. So Jungkook came up with a plan. He was going to take Taehyung out to dinner to make up for first lost time. And most importantly, they need to start talking about the wedding that was coming up in 2 months. That afternoon, Jungkook pulled into a doorway with his car loaded with groceries. He parked, turned off the engine, and grabbed his phone, calling into the house as he started pulling bags from the trunk. Jungkook loudly told, "Come help me with the groceries." A few moments later, Taekook appeared from the backyard deck, his skin glass turning the pool water dropping right down his chest. Jungkook frozen. Taekook was wearing nothing but red swim trunk, his damp hair slightly messy, looking like he jumped straight out of a movie scene. Jungkook grabbed quickly, shaking his head as if to clear his thoughts. Jungkook mumbled to himself, "What the heck is wrong with me?" For years, Taehoon had just been his best friend, his goofy best friend, but lately things felt different. Taehoon totalized Jungkook. "What is it?" Jungkook blinked, realizing he was staring too long. Jungkook clearly said, nothing, just groceries, need help." Taehoon glanced at him for a second before nodding. Taehoon, "Oh, okay, let me grab a shirt." Jungkook scaled a breath. He didn't know he was holding as Taehoon walked back towards the pool, quickly throwing a white t-shirt before jumping over the car. They both started loading back into their arms, eager to take everything inside in one trap. As they walked toward the house, Jungkook felt his heart race. He was not sure if it was because of the heavy bag or something else. Internally, Jungkook softly asked, "Would you want to go to dinner with me tonight?" Taehyung stepped mid-step, looking at Jungkook with confusion. Taehyung raising an eyebrow. "What? That's the occasion." The truth was, Taehyung had been trying to keep his distance from Jungkook this past 2 weeks. He thought that if he avoiding him, maybe, just maybe, his feeling would fade away, but he was falling miserably. Jungkook, on the other hand, kept his eyes down, pretending to focus on balancing the grocery bag in his arms. "Jungkook, I just thought we should talk, about the wedding. It's only 2 months away." Half the truth. Taehyung hesitated, grabbing the bag handle a little later. Dinner with Jungkook alone, his heart ached. He had spent years hoping for a moment like this, but not like this. Not when Jungkook only saw him as a friend. But what else could he do? So Taehyung forced a smile and nodded. Taehyung, "Alright, let's go to dinner." Even though deep down he knew this was only going to hurt him more. Jungkook suggested walking back into the house carrying the grocery bag. Jungkook, "I wanted to talk over wedding details since the wedding in 2 months, right? The wedding." Because they had to get married. Taehyung said, placing his bag on the kitchen counter. He kept his face natural, but inside he thought we are all over the place. Just as he was about to respond, Jungkook spoke again. "Jungkook, and because I miss you." Taehyung had snapped at Jungkook casually as he put the bag down. "I was busy promoting the show and we couldn't spend time together, and now we can." Taehyung tattled and failed to support his bright smile. Taehyung softly, "Okay, so where do you want to go?" Jungkook said, immediately leaning against the counter. Jungkook, "Well, we should make it special since I think I'm going to audition for another series soon." The smile on Taehyung's face disappeared, turning into a cute pout. Jungkook had just finished promoting one show and now he was already moving on the next. Taehyung winning. "Alright, you just get down with what the done." Jungkook chuckled as his reaction and stepped closer, wrapping his arms around Taehyung's waist. Jungkook, "Don't pout there." They frozen for a second at the nickname. It was an old one, something Jungkook had called him since they were kids. Hearing it again made his heart flutter. Jungkook gently looked into his eyes. I've got to keep acting. It's my job, you know that? Jungkook's eyes lit up suddenly as if he has just thought of the best idea in the world. Jungkook started. You should audition with me. Taehyung blinked. Taehyung laughed in disbelief. You are kidding, right? Jungkook pulled away and started putting away the furniture. I'm coming, unpacking the grocery, and Jungkook joined Taehyung in the pool for a while. The water was refreshing, and the two of them slept around, laughing like kids. Jungkook grinned. I think I forget how fun swimming with you is. Taehyung laughing. That's because you are always busy working, Mr. Actor. Jungkook rolled his eyes, playfully slapping Taehyung one last time before they both climbed out of the pool. When they came inside, they went to a shower while Jungkook made at the best restaurant to eat town. The table would be ready perfect. Jungkook waiting in the bedroom, flipping through TV channel until he settled on Real Housewives. Just as the episode entered, the door to the bathroom opened and Taehyung stepped out. It smelled like strawberries and chocolate. Jungkook froze and he liked his lips ever. Eyes locked into Taehyung, who stood in his box looking and smiling slightly delicious. Without thinking, Jungkook stood up, walked over to Taehyung and held his waist, leaning into the boy's neck. Jungkook stopped inhaling his scent. You smell really good. Taehyung checked his body, shivering slightly as he was a little ticklish. He placed his hand on Jungkook's shoulders. Then, Jungkook, let's go. You are still covered in coloring. Jungkook took one last deep breath before stepping back, crying slightly as he reached the back of his neck. Jungkook, sorry, I couldn't help it. Taehyung shook his chest, smiled softly. Taehyung, it's fine, but to go shower so we are not late. Jungkook laughed, giving Taehyung a smile before grabbing his towel and headed to the bathroom. By the time Jungkook turned from the quick shower, Taehyung was sitting on the bed, still in his Jungkook eyes an apple. Jungkook, why are not you dressed? Taehyung looked up, sighed this time. Taehyung softly, oh, I forgot to ask if I should dress casual or dress up. Jungkook smiled, walking over the clothes. He pulled out two navy suits, holding on one to Taehyung. Jungkook, fancy, of course, it's a special night. Taehyung eyes sprang and stood up, packing the suit. Taehyung grinned, oh, very fancy then. And they got dressed up, both choosing a stylish yet comfortable look. Jungkook left two buttons undone on his white shirt, keeping his blazer open. Taehyung felt only one button undone, a single on his blazer. Jungkook finished his look with broad shoes and matching leather belts, silver hoop earring, and sleek brown watch. Taehyung wore black wearing his best one of final check in the mirror. They were ready to go. Jungkook and Taehyung drove 15 minutes to the restaurant, arrived exactly as soon as they walked inside. The waiter called their name and led them towards the waiter, smiling, your waiter will be here to serve you soon. Jungkook smiled at Taehyung. They picked up the menu. They had just decided what to order when their waiters approached them. Waiters, hello there. She turned to Jungkook with a friendly smile. Waiters, hello to you. Taehyung nodded. Instantly changed. He didn't like this woman, not one bit. She was busy to focus on Jungkook, biting her and smiled too much. Taehyung rolled his eyes as the waiter ignoring him for the rest of the conversation. After taking the order, she left another bright smile on Jungkook. Waiter cheerfully, your food will be out shortly. She then winked before walking away. Taehyung greeted his teeth. Taehyung immediately noticed the shift in Taehyung's attitude. He reached across the table and gently held Taehyung's hand, squeezed gently. Jungkook softly checking, "Stop sulking, okay? I'm not interested in her." Taehyung rolled his eyes again, but this time there was a small smile on his lips. Taehyung, okay. Jungkook laughed, pulling his hand back as they started discussing the wedding. By the time their food arrived, they had already picked up a venue, added some cake flour to try their guest list. But then the waiter returned. He placed her food in front of him quickly and then turned to Jungkook, leaning to closer. She slowly set his plate down with a smirking, enjoying, and then she winked again before walking away. Jungkook lips to keep from laughing. She was trying so hard, and it was hilarious how much it was affecting Taehyung. As Jungkook looked across the table, he couldn't help but wonder, was Taehyung jealous? Jungkook had thought about it before. Taehyung was his best friend. Maybe he was just being protective. Jungkook leaned forward, smiled brightly. Jungkook teasingly, "Tae, you should smile. You look like you'll be thinking of 100 ways to get rid of our waiters." Taehyung half crossed his arms, bumbling, "Maybe I am." Jungkook burst into laughter, making Taehyung cross a smile before finally pick up his fork and eating. Food always made him feel better. Jungkook shook his head, smiling as he watched his future husband slip food into his mouth. Then he picked up his fork and started eating too. The boy didn't talk much as they entered their food. Jungkook finished his plate while Taehyung was too full to finish his. So Jungkook called the waiters over to ask for a box. The waiter ran over their table, she being smile on her face. She asked waiter with the pattern, "What can I do for you, handsome?" Jungkook placed his charming smile and asked for a box. The waiter responded with their overfull smile, "Waiters, anything for you." Taehyung, Rajan and Ebro staring at Jungkook. Taehyung muttered the breath, I am about to cut this car." Jungkook laughed and Taehyung had his voice warm as him. Jungkook laughing, "Stop being jealous, Tae. You are the one I am marrying, not her." Taehyung couldn't help but smile as Jungkook word. Taehyung testing, "You are lucky she is here, or I wouldn't be said something." Jungkook grinned. Jungkook, and speaking of marrying you, Jungkook turned off, pressing into his pocket, pulling into a small metal black box. Jungkook grinned. "What else? I frequently I didn't actually ask you, right?" Taehyung had escaped a bit. He frozen his eyes wide, and this couldn't be happening right now. Taehyung quickly covered his mouth with his hand, shaking his hand in disbelief. Of course, he wanted Jungkook to propose, but he had no idea it would be this moment right here. Jungkook chuckled, getting out of his chair and dropping down to one knee. He took Taehyung's hand on his hand, his expression tender and sincere. Jungkook softly, "Go ahead, stand up." Taehyung hesitated, but eventually stood up, tears brimming his face. His emotions were a mix of happiness, shock, and love. He covered his mouth, trying not to let his emotion overwhelm him as people around them began to stare. Sadly, Jungkook and Taehyung only had eyes for each other. Jungkook didn't have speech, but he knew that from heart was enough. Jungkook sincerely, "Taehyung, you've been my best friend since I was 6 years old, and you haven't left my side since. You'll be the most supportive, caring person I know. Along the way, I ended up falling for you after having you in my life for nearly 20 years. I don't know how I would survive without you. I need you. You are my oxygen, and now I am asking you to be my husband." To Jungkook opened the little box, the beautiful silver with diamond running along the center. Jungkook with a soft smile, "Will you marry me, Tae?" Tae had tears streaming down his face now, and he was struggling not to cry loudly. He couldn't even speak. Taehyung shaking his voice, "Pardon, I can't." Instead of speaking, Taehyung simply nodded, and Jungkook carefully slid the ring into his shaking fingers. Jungkook stood up and pulled the ring into tight hug. Taehyung brushed his face and Jungkook's face, crying softly. Jungkook struck his head gently, letting him cry it loud, and slowly Taehyung's tears started to fade. Jungkook whispering softly, "I meant every last word." Jungkook smiled, wiping away the tears of Taehyung's cheeks. Taehyung smiled and leaned his head on Jungkook's shoulder, feeling safe and loved. It was only then that he covered around them, started clapping. Both boys started turning red, pulling away from their sadly avoid the attention. Once the attention shifted back to the other dinners, the waiters of water returned to their tables. He handed the box and bill to Taehyung, completely avoiding eye contact with Jungkook. Taehyung quickly packed his food into the box and Jungkook paid the bill. Still tried to pay attention around what just happened. They both left the restaurant hand in hand. The ride home was mostly silent, with Taehyung admired the ring on his left hand. Jungkook occasionally glanced at him, smiling to himself as they pulled into the driveway. Taehyung finally broke the silence, smiled softly. Taehyung teasing, "That was quite the performance at the restaurant, Jungkook." Jungkook jiggled his eyes, shouting, "Jungkook, seriously, I was serious, Taehyung." When they got to the front door, Jungkook held both of Taehyung's hands. His voice suddenly moved, nervous. Jungkook softly, "I really couldn't imagine life without you, and to be honest, I am pretty confused, but I think I am starting to see you as more than just a brother." Jungkook ran and looking down at his dad, trying to sort out his emotions. Jungkook hesitated, "I don't want to scare you away, so if you are going to reject me, do it now, because I want to be with you forever. That I am certain of." Jungkook's voice slightly looked directly into Taehyung's eyes. Taehyung blinked a few minutes, unsure of how to respond. Taehyung softly pulling away. I can't do this." Taehyung pulled his hand away and walked inside, his chest heavy with emotion. He needed space to process it all. He couldn't endure this anymore. Jungkook stood at the door for the moment his heart escaped. He watched Taehyung walk away, unsure of what to do next. Jungkook softly hurt. "What do you mean you can't do that?" "Do what, Taehyung?" Jungkook followed Taehyung into their house, trying to understand what the younger boy meant. Taehyung was cracking. "I mean, I've been madly in love with you for years, and every time you look at me too long, hold me too tight, or take care of me too much, you think you have some sort of feeling towards me, and then a week later you forget." Taehyung hot tears streaming down his cheeks, falling on the second time that night. Jungkook went silent, standing by Taehyung was his mind evacuated, trying to process it all. He took a step forward, wanting to comfort Taehyung, but the younger boy took a step back. Jungkook quickly sang, "I never forget Taehyung." Another sound escaped his lips as he tried to explain. Jungkook looking down, "I just never thought you would like me back. Any affection you show me, I thought it was just because you saw me as a brother, so I treated you the same way." Jungkook felt embarrassed and ashamed, realizing now how long he had hidden his feelings. He never wanted to lose his best friend, the best thing that had ever happened to him. Taehyung stood there completely at the loss of words. The two of them stood in the middle of their house, dressed in their suit, crying over something that could have been love they had just communicated. Taehyung softly answered, "So you were actually like me this whole time?" Jungkook nodded, his voice quiet but firm. Jungkook sincerely I just was not sure if I could handle the rejection, losing you in my words. Nightmare. I am still trying to figure all of this out of my head, but I know that I can't lose you. Jungkook walked closer to him, raising over to puppet his arms around the younger boy, was pulling him into tight hug. Jungkook whispering softly, "Please don't pull away from me. I don't want to lose you." Then back, holding him closer for a few minutes. It felt so good to have the person he loved in his arms. After a while, they pulled apart, both wiped their tears again, desperate everything they couldn't have, but laughing at how silly this whole situation was. Taehyung smiling, wiping his tears. "Promise me something, Jungkook." Jungkook smiled softly. He smiled back. What's that?" Taehyung seriously looking him in the eyes. "No matter how stupid it may seem, we will always tell each other how we feeling. We will always communicate with each other." Jungkook had one and Taehyung was Jungkook with a sort of smile. "I promise." To seal their promise, the two of them unlinked wings, holding each other's hand tightly. After a few minutes, they smiled at each other, a sense of calm washing over them. Hand in hand, they walked to their room, ready to move forward together, knowing that they would always communicate with each other from now on. The wedding day, Jungkook stood in front of the mirror, adjusting his tie for the 10th time. His hand was slightly shaking and his heart was pounding in his chest. Today was the day that he would marry in the love of his life, Yoongi, his best man, chuckling as he watched Jungkook struggling. Yoongi teasing, "Come on man, it's just a tie. You are acting like you were never tied one before." Jungkook nodded, laughing. "I just want everything to be perfect." Yoongi walked over and helped fix Jungkook tie, patting his shoulders. Yoongi, it's alright, Jungkook. Taehyung love you. That's all that matters." Jungkook nodded, taking a deep breath to look at himself in mirror. Dressed in classic black suit and crepe white shirt, his hair was stylish, perfect. His eyes were shining with excitement and nervousness. Meanwhile, in another room, Taehyung stood in front of his own mirror, his head collapsed together. He wore a beautiful white silver, making him look like a prince. Jimin, his best man, smiling as he watched Taehyung. Jimin smiling, "You are nervous, huh?" Taehyung whispering, I just can't. This is really happening." Jimin placed on Taehyung's shoulder. "Jimin, it's real, Taehyung, and it's going to be the most beautiful day of your life." Taehyung took a deep breath, looking to himself one last time before it was time to walk down the aisle. The wedding took place in a garden filled with fairy lights and white roses. Friends and family gathered, all dressed in elegant outfits, waiting for the ceremony to begin. Jungkook stood at the tail, his breath catching his hair, certain music playing when he saw him. Taehyung walking down the aisle. When he didn't smile, Taehyung looked more beautiful than Jungkook had ever seen him. His eyes sparkled with happiness, and for Jungkook, time seemed to slow down. When Taehyung finally reached him, Jungkook took his hand gently, looking him into his warm eyes. The official smiled at the couple of his hands. "Jungkook and Taehyung, today is the front of your loved ones. You make a promise to love and each other for the rest of your lives." Jungkook and Taehyung exchanged a loving glance, squeezing each other's hands. Then it was time for the vow. Taehyung softly, emotionally, "Taehyung, I will love you for as long as I can remember. You are my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. I promise to stand by your side in joy and every challenge. I promise to make you laugh, to hold you when you cry, and to love with all my heart forever." Taehyung eyes well up with tears, and he took a shaky way before saying his own vow. Taehyung thought, "Dear Jungkook, you have been my rock, my safe place, my greatest love." Every moment with you is a gift, and I can't wait to spend my life by your side. I promise to always love you, to support you, and to you forever and always. The officiant smile warmly officiant with those vow I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may kiss your crown. Jungkook didn't waste a second. He cut the young face and pulled him, not loving there for as their family and friend and cheers. Jungkook carried him into their honeymoon suite. The scent of roses filled the air. Candle flickered softly, casting a golden glow over the room. The bed was adorned with a sleek seat and petals were set across the pillows. Taehyung laughed softly. Jungkook, put me down. You don't have carry me everywhere. Jungkook smiled, but I love carrying you. You are my husband. I remember hearing the words husband made him blush. It still felt Jungkook, his best friend, was now his life partner. Jungkook gently placed Taehyung on the bed, sitting beside him. For a moment, neither of them spoke. They just looked at each other, taking in the reality of the new chapter of their lives. Jungkook softly, it's feel different, doesn't it? Taehyung nodded, yeah, I mean, we've been best friends for so long and now we are married. Jungkook smiled, do you regret it? Taehyung immediately shook his head. Taehyung firmly, never, we love you for so long, Jungkook. This is exactly where I want to be. Jungkook eyes softened, he reached up gently, Taehyung hair away from his face. Jungkook whispering, I still can't believe you are mine. Taehyung smiled shyly, his heart pounding. He hesitated for a second before reaching for Jungkook and placing their fingers together. Taehyung softly, it's strange, isn't it? We used to just joke around, play video game and teach each other, and now we are here. Jungkook shook up, Taehyung's hand to his, pressing a soft against his. Jungkook whispering, I think we always been meant to for this. We just took a little long to realize it. Taehyung half realized Jungkook, but he looked down at their interwoven hand before gazing up at Jungkook with that sincere down Jungkook's spine. Taehyung hesitantly, Jungkook, can I you? Jungkook smiled, his eyes filled with love. Jungkook whispering, you never have to ask me. Taehyung leaning in slowly, his heart pounding melt in a tender that spoke of years of friendship and beginning. Jungkook faced the lip perfect, started slow, gentle with emotion, but as their closes grew more, Jungkook figured trace core of Taehyung's jaw while Taehyung had light up. Jungkook gripping his shirt tightly. Jungkook pulled away slightly, resting his forehead against Taehyung. They were both breathless, their eyes dark with longing. Jungkook whispering, I love you so much, Taehyung. Taehyung smiled, whispering back, I love you too. Jungkook always. Jungkook smiled and capturing his another, this time slow. The moment tonight was just about, it was about love, trust, and the journey they had taken to each this moment, and they had each other close. They know this was just the beginning of their forever. Next morning, the golden sunlight streamed toward the curtain, casting soft glow over the room. Taehyung slowly opened his eyes, stretching his arms lazily, only to slightly a smile escape his lips as he shifted under the seat. Taehyung mumbling, ouch. Jungkook, who had been trying beside him, immediately sat up, concerning across his face. Jungkook, are you okay? Taehyung pouted, rubbing his lower back. Taehyung mumbling, you were a little too much last night. Jungkook shook her, brushing Taehyung's messy hair back as he leaned into gentle to his forehead. Jungkook teasing, I did ask if you were okay multiple times. Taehyung winning, I didn't know I will feel like this in the morning. Jungkook smiled apologetically, shifting the cover and gently massaging Taehyung's back. Jungkook softly, let me take care of you. Stay here, I'll bring you something warm to drink. Taehyung signed immediately but nodded, enjoying the attention. Jungkook got up and grabbed his before heading to kitchen. At breakfast, Jungkook carefully set a tray in front of Taehyung, who was now sitting up against the workers in the blanket. Taehyung smiled slightly. "You are spoiling me, Jungkook, that's my job, Mr. Jeon." Taehyung blushed at the sound of his new last name. He took a sip of warm tea. Jungkook made humming in satisfaction. Just at the moment he was feeling sweet as peaceful, Taehyung's phone rang. He answered on a speaker without checking the caller ID. Jimin teaching turn. "So, how's the newly renewed field today? Sure, or maybe?" Taehyung choked on his tea, caution Jungkook smiled beside him. Taehyung blushing, streaming. "What are you talking about?" Jimin laughed. "Oh, come on, we are sad the way Jungkook carried you out of the wedding hall last night." Jimin laughed, taking the phone from Taehyung. Jungkook, "Jimin, do you always wake up thinking about our love life?" Jimin laughing. "No, always, but today, yes." Before Taehyung could add Jimin more, another call in, this time for Yoongi. Jungkook answered, still going. "Yoongi, Jungkook, did you let the poor boy sleep at all?" Taehyung blushing, his face in his hand, and Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook teasing him. "Why are you worried about Taehyung, or just jealous?" Yoongi mocking. "I am worried about our schedules. If Taehyung can't walk straight at the next meeting, I am blaming you." Jimin laughing in the background. Jimin laughing. "Oh no, we have a dance practice for my marriage in a few days." Imagine Taehyung tried to keep up. Taehyung groaned loudly, flapping into bed while covering his face with a pillow. Taehyung mocking, "I hate all of you." Jungkook smiled, rubbing Taehyung back comfortably before replying, "Don't worry, Hung, I'll take care of my husband." Yoongi chuckled, "Good, just make sure he survives dance practice and stops showing off new." Jungkook smiled, winked at Taehyung before ending the call. Jungkook whispering, leaning close to Taehyung, "I guess everyone knows you are mine now." Taehyung picked up from under the pillow, still pouting, but with a soft smile. Taehyung mumbling, "Yeah, just shut up and cuddle me." Jungkook laughing, pulling Taehyung into his arms further gently. Jungkook whispering, "Anything for you," as they lay together, warm and happy. Taehyung